Namaste. Welcome to Yoga with Lisa SXM, and it is time for another gentle stretch and breathe yoga session. I hope you are on your yoga mat already, have pillows handy in case you need a little extra support for some of the poses. And we're just going to go nice and slow into a gentle stretch and breathe session. Now remember, as always, hi Ellis, thank you for being with me today. As always, if you feel like any suggestion that I make is something that doesn't seem normal for you or doesn't seem beneficial to you, please listen to your own inner wisdom and don't push yourself past any limits. Don't stretch any muscles beyond what they say is right for them. We are going to work on trying to find the edge of your range of motion. So whatever your range of motion is, good morning, Audrey. Whatever your range of motion is, try to work that range of motion without going beyond it, and also acknowledge the edge of it. Feel that edge. Stay there for a moment as you breathe, and try to relax as you hold yourself at the edge of your flexibility. But most important of all is to be very gentle and not to force yourself into any positions that are going to cause any kind of injury or discomfort. So having said that, let's find ourselves in a comfortable seated position on the yoga mat. Legs can be crossed or however you like, and make your back nice and straight. Lift through the spine. Let the top of the head rise up like a hot air balloon. Easy. Just let it float up, lengthening through the neck and through the whole back. Allow your shoulders to relax. And let's close the eyes. Just breathe through the nose, in through the nose, out through the lips, if that suits you. If it doesn't suit you, you're certainly welcome to breathe however it helps you to connect with your true inner self, which lives just around your heart, maybe behind your heart, where deep reservoirs of love reside, your true self, where you're connected to the universe and all other forms of life. In through the nose, and allow your full range of breath. Really expand your rib cage as you breathe in. And blowing out through loose lips, feel a little bit like a balloon just going, but you don't have to let your lips go blah, 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 like that. You can just let them go. We're going to take 3 more breaths like that. Try to really be with yourself. Quiet the mind. Focus on the breath. Keep lifting up, especially at the end of your exhalation. Let your head lift up. Let your shoulders relax. And then when you inhale, keep that long, lean alignment. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands to prayer pose and take a moment to set our intention for today's yoga. What brings you to your mat today? What reason or hope do you have in your heart that brings you to your yoga mat? Maybe you can't even put it in words. Sometimes I'm like that. I know I feel a certain way, but it's a little too anxious making to put it into words. But I know what I feel, and maybe you're like that. Whatever your intention is, let's lift our hands up and raise it up from our heart through the head and the crown chakra. Reach up and lift it up. Let it go up into the air, up into the sky, to join the clouds and the sunshine. And then bring your hands together and lower them down back to your heart. And let the gratitude fill the body as you breathe in and out. Fill your heart with love and gratitude. Bow your head, but keep your back straight, and you can let your hands rest. Let your head fall forward, stretching the back of the neck. Release your belly so your neck can fully let go, and begin to slowly move your chin left and right from sort of from the end of one collarbone through the middle area and to the other end of the other collarbone. But remember, we're not forcing anything, we're letting relaxation and gravity lead the way. Letting our breath guide us through the movement. Let's take that chin all the way to the right shoulder and hold your head level in the direction of the right shoulder. Begin to make a circle over the top to the back. A small circle, like your nose is drawing a circle just the size of a coin, around and around. Breathing as you're on the top of your circle and breathing out as you're at the bottom of your circle. If you feel good about your circle and you want to make your circle bigger, you can do that, but don't overstress your neck. The neck is so sensitive and so easily overstretched. So we just want to be gentle, and as I said before, find your full range of motion and work with your full range of motion with no judgment, no inner dialogue, just awareness and understanding and love. Making your circle as big as you're comfortable with. For one more time around, breathe in, breathe out, and then we start to come back in, spiral in, back to the middle of your circle, over your right shoulder. And once you're in the middle, adjust your posture. Let your shoulders go back and your sternum push forward. Drop your chin towards your armpit and just stay here for a moment. Feeling a juicy, nice stretch on the back of the ear, reaching down towards the shoulder on the opposite side of the neck. When you're ready, drop your head down forward. Keep the back straight. Just let the head hang forward. Don't do anything, but breathe and relax. And then we're going to move the chin left and right again, following the collarbone. Breathe as you move back and forth, in and out. Very slow. In fact, whatever speed you're going at right now, let's slow it down by half. So you really have time to feel the different parts of the neck stretch and release and let go. Let gravity pull you down. We're going to go all the way to the left shoulder on the next pass, go all the way over, lift the face up to neutral level, horizontal. And if you're ready, we'll start to make a circle with the nose over the top to the back. Left shoulder means counterclockwise. Breathe in as you're at the top of your circle. Breathe out when you're in the bottom of your circle, and keep it small unless you are told by your neck and shoulders and your body, let's expand this circle bigger. It will feel good. If it doesn't, if your body isn't leading you into that, maybe just take it where it is. Work on your breath. Breath is actually more important here than the circle itself. But you knew that. And then back we go, back into the center. Spiral it in. Hold level. Drop your chin, gaze towards your armpit. Hold right here and breathe. Every time you exhale, let your neck relax even more. Let gravity pull down on the head. And then we slide the chin back to the middle. And at this point, let's round our back and drop the head even farther down. Slump your shoulders. Soften everything in the torso and belly and legs. Arms continue to just be heavy and relaxed. Let's begin to shift our weight on our hips a little bit to the left. Let the head kind of roll a little bit to the left. Come back to the middle, shift your weight to your right hip, and let your head swing over by your right shoulder. And back and forth a few times, really trying to let the neck completely release. Awesome. Back to the middle, slowly straighten your back, bring the face up, and hands come back to prayer pose. Let's lift the hands straight up, breathe in, and open the arms wide, straight out from your shoulders. Turn the palms up and lift up, breathe in, prayer hands down. Prayer hands up, breathe in, and arms down to the side. Exhale, bow the head. Lift everything up, breathe in, and back to the heart. Beautiful. Let's straighten out those legs. Go ahead and start flexing your ankles or jiggling your knees. Take a moment to just sit in the L position, back straight. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones, and as I said before, flexing and pointing the ankle. Keep that back straight. Let's lift the arms straight up overhead, stretch up, and then relax the feet. And we're going to go for the diagonal. Reach for the top of the wall beyond your feet. Look down at your legs so your neck is straight. Reach your fingers, reach the top of your head to that top of the wall beyond your feet. Keep breathing. And come on back up, stretch it up, breathe in. Beautiful, arms can come down. Let's open the legs just a little bit. Not too far, a little wider than your shoulders. And we're going to bring the hands down inside the legs, maybe the elbows come right inside the knees, and the hands can be either palm up or palm down, whatever feels good to you. Drop your head. We're going to stay here for 5 long, slow breaths, just asking the lower back to sort of release and wake up. We're getting ready to work on our yoga now. We're only 12 minutes into our hour, so we've got time to be here and now. Relax. Feel the urge to come deeper sometime during those 5 breaths. You can follow down. Stretch your arms, reach out forward with your fingertips. Drop that head down lower. All right, walk your hands back up and let's bring the legs out into a half straddle. So I'm going to put my right leg long and straight out to the side. My left leg is bent in. My heel is close to the groin. But if that's not good for you, you can keep that other leg slightly bent or any position that works for you. Beautiful. Let's take the hand down towards the ankle on the long leg and bring the other hand straight up for the ceiling. Stretch like a tri-corner, bringing body into a sideways position, and the hand that's reaching up is going way up. Reach it straight up. Widen your fingers. Spread your palm wide. Breathe air into that palm. Bring your awareness to your elbow, and bring your awareness down to your shoulder and armpit. Keep breathing. Your awareness into your chest. See if you can bring your arm back and open your chest just a little more than it already is. Shoulder back, maybe even look up towards the ceiling out of the corner of your eye. Bring your chest a little more vertical in this side bend. Awesome. We're going to slowly straighten it up now. Bring the body back up, and let's bring the left hand down to the floor. The right hand goes up now, and just a gentle stretch over and up, over, hand on the floor. May want the elbow to bend as you come over and up. Breathe in. And one more time, over. Breathe in, come up. Let's switch the legs. All right, we take the hand on top of the long straight leg. For me, it's my left leg. I'm going all the way to the ankle. Take the other hand out and all the way up, straight up towards the ceiling. Reach up. Spread your fingers wide. Lots of breathing. Lots of awareness of the body. Reach those fingers wide. Breathe air into your hand. Bring your awareness to your elbow. Make it nice and straight. And bring your awareness to your shoulder and your armpit. Breathe into that armpit. Nice. Let's bring our awareness to the chest. Bring the shoulder back, the arm back. Open the chest a little bit higher, a little bit more sideways, less bent forward. A beautiful side bend. And see if you can slowly begin to rise back up through the strength of your torso, arms straight out from the side, and let's go the other way. Your right hand down to the floor, elbow can bend, bring that hand over, and come up. Bring it over and breathe in, and breathe out, come up. Over, and come up. And one more time, exhale, come all the way over. And back up, breathe in. Nice. All right. Get ready to come back onto your backside. Knees will be bent, heels close to your hips. Take a moment to get settled out, sorted. See if I can turn this way. That'll work. Yeah, I think so. Hope so. Beautiful. We're on our backs, knees are bent, heels are close to the hips. If your heels are not happy, you can move them away from your hips a little bit, no worries. Begin to slowly move your knees to the left like windshield wipers, going left and going right. We're just loosening up the hips here. Arms can be out to the side, palms are up. Everything feels very loose right now, lots of breathing, allowing the legs to flip and flop back and forth like windshield wipers. Three more times on each side. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. Bring those knees up and bring them to your chest. Hands come to the knees, squeeze it in and release a few times as you breathe. Is your lower back letting go? That's the intention here. As we pull the knees in, the lower back releases. As we release the knees, the breath comes in. And prepare to bring the knees to the chest again. Exhale. One more. Bring the knees out. Breath in. Exhale. Pull the knees into the chest. Maybe let them go a little wide so the knees are kind of going towards the armpits. Yes. All right. Bring those knees down. Stretch out your legs. Reach your arms overhead. I am not okay in my room today. I'm hitting the table and every other thing in here. So let me stretch it out again. Stretch out, arms overhead, point your toes, long body stretch. That's better. Oh yeah. Release. We're just going to lay here for a moment. Notice the breath. Notice the body's weight on the floor. What parts of the body carry the weight down into the floor. Allow gravity to do its magic. Very good. Let's bring that right knee up and bend it about 90 degrees. Circle it around. You can move your hands to any position that you feel is good for this circling knee motion. Maybe you need your hands out to the side for a little stability. That's okay. You're allowed. Make your circle with your knee as big as possible, as long as there's no pain or discomfort or sensitivity or messages from the body saying, this doesn't seem good. Change direction whenever you want to. Keep breathing as you move your knee around in the biggest circle that you can, as long as you're fine with it. Beautiful. Bring that knee to the chest. Both hands to that right knee. Squeeze it in. Hold it in as you breathe in and out. Keep holding that knee right into the chest. Nice. Bring your 2 fingers on your right hand to the big toe and just circle them around your big toe. Hold on to your big toe with those first 2 fingers of your right hand. And then stretch your leg up, and it probably is not going to get straight, and that's okay. All right, bend the knee back down. And another long body stretch. Stretch the arms overhead. Big inhalation. Just like you just woke up and you're feeling great. Let's bend the left knee up now. Bend that knee. Bend it about 90 degrees. Circle it around. Big as possible with lots of breathing and lots of awareness of the hip socket, the lower back, and the core, the belly muscles. They work a little bit doing this too. Breathe. Change direction whenever you feel like it. There's no rule here, just listening to the body, movement and breath. Bring that knee into the chest. Fingers interlock right on top of the knee. Squeeze it in. Keep squeezing it in while you breathe in and out. Let the hip let go. Nice. Let it go. One more long body stretch. Beautiful. We're going to bring both legs up into the air now, so get really strong on your tailbone. Stretch those legs up, and the arms too. Stretch the arms up. Bend them down and push it up. Bend them down and push it up. Bend them down so the knees are pointing towards your armpits. I don't want to see your knees up in the air and you're just doing this. Try to do a squat where your knees come out and your heels are really close to your pelvis. All right, let's go. 10. Squat it down. 9. Bend it down. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Circle the ankles, circle the wrists. Keep the legs and arms reaching for the ceiling. Circle around the wrist and ankles. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Point and flex a few times, wrists and ankles. Breathe. All right, reach those left fingers and toes up to the ceiling. Bring the right fingers and toes down and switch, switch, switch. Keep breathing. 10, 9, yes, I'm being tricky today. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs and arms up. And go ahead and just stretch your legs out on the floor again. Just relax. Spread them wide. Do the starfish on the beach kind of position. Relax everything. Stay with your breath. Let the breath fill the belly first. From the diaphragm, the upper belly, the lower chest, and then the upper chest where the ribs expand. Bring air into the throat, into the head. Hold it for a moment, feel the fullness, and then exhale, let it go like a balloon deflating. Keep exhaling, and at the end of your exhalation, squeeze your belly in, forcing all the old air out. Active, conscious, grateful breathing is very healthy. Nice. Okay. Let's bring the right leg up. Bring your feet together first. Arms can be wherever feels good. Bring your right leg up. We're going to do the hamstring stretch. So reach with your hands, grab onto the leg somewhere around the knee. And just gently bring the leg closer to your face and back to vertical. Do it as you breathe, so the breath kind of guides the leg. Exhaling as it comes close to the face, and then inhaling as it moves away. Find your full range of motion. Be gentle. Don't force. Acknowledge the edge of your range of motion. Just feel, okay, that's where I can't go any farther. Stay there as you breathe a little bit and try and ask it to relax. Or just keep moving back and forth. Let's find that edge and hold the leg right there. Hold it steady, but relax it. Just hold and breathe. Feel the urge to go a little deeper into your stretch. Now that you've been patient, you're welcome to try to gently expand your flexibility here. Be gentle, don't force it. Listen to the body. Nice. Release. Let the leg drift back towards straight up. Arms come out to the side. And this is the right leg in the air. We're going to bend the right arm and keep the elbow on the ground. Put your hand up in the air like a cradle, like a C shape. And then widen your leg out and let your hand just grab the leg. And then the leg relaxes. And the arm on the right side is doing all the work. Everything else in the body is relaxed. Open that leg as wide as feels good. All the way over to the other side of the body. So we lift it up, breathe in, bring it over and across, roll onto your left side of your hip, and allow the chest to stay open to the ceiling, arms out to the side, spinal twist, deep relaxation, deep healing in the lower back and hips, mid-back, chest, shoulders, and neck. Feel free to adjust any little part of you that doesn't feel 100% relaxed. Often I find if I turn my head to the left, I suddenly can relax everything a lot more. Relaxation is not doing nothing, because you're really actively trying to keep your awareness on all parts of the body. And you physically ask the part of the body that's still holding tension to let it go. And often that habit is deep and it does not want to let go. You have to actually ask it several times. Find trust in yourself enough to let go. Stay here for 5 more breaths. Really let go. Every time you exhale, let go even more, like onions, like layers of onions peeling back. Inside is more tension. Peel that away. Inside is more tension. Let it go. When you're ready, you can roll back onto your back and do another long body stretch. Arms reach overhead, aligning everything in the body. Stretch your toes away. Big breath in, and a deep relaxation on the exhalation. Let go of everything. Shall we do the left side next? I think so. Let's bring the leg up. Bend the knee, circle it around. We already did this, right? Do it again. Stretch the legs straight up. Reach with hands. Grab hold wherever your hands reach. Slowly bring that leg a little closer to your face. Back to vertical. Breathe as you move. Exhaling when the leg comes close. Inhaling when the leg goes straight up to the ceiling. Find your range. This is the time for you. I know I'm talking a lot today, but really try to connect with yourself. I'll be quiet. Beautiful. Let's see if we can hold the leg right at your edge of range of motion, your therapeutic edge. Try to relax and breathe. Come deeper. That's optional. Listen to your body. You'll know what to do. Feel free to say yes to whatever your body is saying to you. Releasing the leg, we're going to open wide. Put your arms out to the side. Bend the left arm. Left elbow stays on the ground. Hands the shape of a cradle. Widen the leg out and find that cradle. Let the leg rest in the hand. Arm is working hard to keep the body, to keep the leg in the air at a good place. Find that good place. Everything else, relax, relax, relax. And up, 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 all the way over. Roll onto your right side of your hip. Keep those arms out to the side, chest and ceiling. Bring your knee all the way to the floor or close to it. Maybe it's suspended just above the floor. That's okay. You could also put a pillow up your knee if that helps. Find your deepest relaxation here. Let everything go. Trust yourself enough to stop holding in the lower back, hips, mid-back, upper back, shoulders, chest, neck. Let everything go. keep the awareness alive throughout the body. And slowly we unwind, lay back down flat on the ground. Legs come out like a starfish, arms out to the side. Take your time. Be here with your breath. Nice. Let's bend the knees, put the feet on the ground close to the hips. Hands come alongside the hips, fingers pointing towards your heels, and pick your hips up off the ground. If you want, you can go a little higher by walking your shoulders together underneath your upper back and clasp your hands together underneath your tailbone. Find a good place for your feet. Switch them left or right a little bit so that they're strong on the floor, and lift the hips up. From here, I'd like to do a strong series of breaths. Big inflation of the belly, like a bellows. Squeeze it close, blow the air out. Three more breaths. And we lower down from the neck to the upper back. Release your hands, of course. Lower the back down. And let's go straight on to one side, a little bit like the fetal position. Roll over, find a resting position. Let your head rest on your shoulder or put a pillow under your head. Knees are bent and stacked. We're just resting here on the side. And the hand that's on the floor in front of your chest, use it to push yourself up. Both hands to the floor, push yourself up. Come back to seated. Hi Annie, hi Jane. Okay, so cross-legged again, if that's good for you. Straight back. Bring the hands up to prayer pose with the elbows wide and spread your fingers wide. A lot of space between the fingers. We press and breathe. Press your hands strong. Use the muscles of your fingers. Use the muscles of your arms and your shoulders, your upper back, your chest, your midriff. Press. Keep breathing. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Don't stop. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. All right, we're going to put our hands into a hook shape and interhook them and then pull using all the same muscles, but in the opposite direction. Keep breathing. If you've got long fingernails and you're doing this, this is probably not so good. You can always just interlock your fingers and pull apart. If you've got a short fingernails, you can interlock your fingers and pull using the finger muscles, as well as the arms, shoulders, back, sides, and chest. And I'm just going to take a quick break and switch the position of the interhooked hands and keep pulling. Quick, switch it around, keep pulling. Breathe. Nice. Stretch those arms out. Ooh, like a yawn. Wide, big. Shine your heart forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Lift your face, lift your chin. Breathe in. And close the hands together. Keep the arms straight. Bring those hands together, fingertips touch. Look down towards your chest. Bow your head. Reach your fingers forward. Keep breathing. Open wide, lift the face, breathe in. Bring your hands back as far as they go. Squeeze your shoulder blades a little bit. Exhale, bring it forward. Round the back, not round the back, but drop the head. Fingers pushing forward, reaching forward. You can crisscross your thumbs if that helps you anchor your arms together at the end of your hands. Let's bring the hands straight up overhead now. Breathe in. Interlock your fingers and invert. Stretch it up. Hands come to the back of the head or the back of the neck, elbows back, look up through the top of your eyes, blink. Lengthen through the neck. Keep blinking, keep breathing. Breathe in and lift up, stretch up, invert the hands. Keep the hands just like that, but round the back now and drop down. Look towards your hip. Bring it up, breathe in. Open the hands side to side and drop them all the way down to the ground next to your hips. Roll your shoulders. Up to the front. Oh, here comes more rain. And let's reverse over the top to the front and down. Breathe. Let's do it like riding a bicycle, one shoulder at a time. Can you hear that? Wow, it's pouring. And over the top to the back, bicycle backwards. Nice. Swing your arms around your body. 3 more times. Wonderful. We're going to go up into hero pose now, so we're going to be sitting on our heels with knees bent. As I've said before, if this is not good for your knees, you don't have to do it. Or if you want to modify by putting a pillow under your knees or under your hips, that's okay. Take a minute to get into your hero pose. Your back is lovely, straight, maybe even a little bit arched. Beautiful posture. Arms out to the side, reach up, breathe in. And bring it down. We're going to bring the elbows together, wrists together, fingertips together. Down and up. Breathing in and out. Two more times, up and down. All right, bring your hands behind your tailbone, interlock your fingers behind your tailbone, and straighten the arms. You can use a small cloth if that's a little bit too intense for your arms. Modify it however works for you. Take a minute to lift your face and sink your shoulders down. And now bow your head. Bend at the hips and bring your forehead to the mat, arms overhead. Now, if you want, you can stay right where you are. You can come out of it if it's too intense. And if you want, you can try coming over the top. So we are forehead down, arms overhead. Come off your hips onto the top of your head. And your arms may come all the way down close to the floor beyond the back of your head. Stay here for 3 long, slow breaths. And then slowly sit back on your hips and bring yourself back up. Release your arms, give yourself a hug. Open up, other arm on top. Wonderful. Now we're going to try the same series of movements, but with our toes tucked under. If you don't like this, if it's just too spicy for you, it's okay. It's pretty spicy for me too, I'll be honest with you, but it's really, really good for your Achilles tendon and the tendon in the sole of the foot and your toes. It's good for your toes. So we're going to bring the arms out to the side. Instead of bringing elbows together, let's crisscross and bring the eagle hands into play. Up and down. Breathe in, up, bring it down. And up and down. Notice which arm is on top. Open wide, big breath in. Cross the other elbow on top. And we're going up and Breathe in and out. Beautiful. You're doing it. Awesome. Release the arms out to the side and come off of those toes. Beautiful. We're already into our table position. Hands and knees on your yoga mat. Wrists right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. Fingers spread wide, fingertips pushing down. And we arch and sway. Drop the middle of the back and then arch the middle of the back up. Lift the face and drop it down between your arms. Lifting the tailbone and tucking it under. A lot of spinal flexibility here. Take your time. You can go any speed that feels awesome. There's no wrong way to do cat and cow, arch and sway. Just relax into it. Maybe after a while you start to pick up a little speed, but you don't have to. And if you're ready, you can go side to side, looking for the hip around the shoulder, bending one elbow at a time. As you look left, bend the right elbow. As you look right, bend the left elbow. And let the shoulders move as well as the hips. Side to side, stretch it out. Come back to strong table. Take your right leg and stretch it out. Stretch it out and put the whole foot on the floor back there. Make sure your left wrist is right under your left shoulder and stretch your chest up. Reach the arm up. Bring the arm overhead and back to the hip. Bring it up and over. And one more time, reach it up, breathe in and down. Put your hand right on your waist, on your hip, and see if you can find a way, find a position that allows you to float the leg this straight into the air a little bit. Float that leg up. And down, back to cat and cow, back onto your hands and knees. Table position, arch and sway. Arching and swaying or going side to side as you request, as your body requests of you. Let's see if I can turn this around and stay on the camera. Not always easy. How are we doing? Okay. I think I'm okay. So, arch and sway. Back to table, stretch your left leg out, put the whole foot on the floor back there, not just the toes. Turn it sideways so your heel and your toes are on the floor. Put your wrist right under your shoulder for support. Bring the other arm up and reach for the ceiling. Bring it overhead and all the way down to your hip. If you feel like your shoulder will allow it, maybe reach around your head and just touch your ear on the other side. And then touch the hip. Breathe in. All right, hand on the hip. Float the leg up. And bring it down. Back to hands on the ground, knees on the ground. And we're going to go into downward dog now. So get ready. Lift the knees up. Tuck your toes under, lift the knees up, drop the head down between your arms, push the hips up and back. Since this is our first downward dog of the day, make it a nice, easy one. And when you're out, put your knees on the ground again, and let's go straight into pose of a child. From pose of a child, we're going to go right back into downward dog. Stretch it back, drop your head. Bring your feet together. If you want, you can put one leg up into the air for three-legged dog. That's optional. Changing sides, also optional. And feet down. Walk your feet a little closer to your hands. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet. Hang in ragdoll. Let the neck relax, let the head drop. Bring both hands to your left ankle and your nose to your left knee. Stay here for a moment. And then everything switch over to the right. Right ankle, right knee. Back to the middle, hands on the floor, feet on the floor obviously. Bend one knee and then the other, shifting your weight. Let the body move like just loose, sinuous. Just gravity swinging the body back and forth. 3 more times to each side. 1, 2, 3. Back to the middle. Bend your knees, hands on your knees. Push your body up. Walk up the thighs. Take a moment to be standing without dizziness. Find your mountain pose. Hands coming down, reaching for the floor, shoulders away from the ears, top of the head reaching up, feet activated, legs activated, tailbone tucked under, belly squeezed in, chest lifted, arms out and up, reach up, breathe in, bring it down, exhale. One more time, up. And back down. Let's pretend we're putting our pants on. We're going to pick up one leg and pull it all the way up to the hips. One leg at a time, right? Bring it in, pull it up. Bring that ankle up, bring it up. 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 Reach it up, stretch up. Reach it into a sweater. Pulling on a tight, long sleeve turtleneck sweater. Pull it on. Pull it on. Stretch up. All right, let's tie our shoes. Tie. Tie. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Let me get my yoga mat flat. That will help. All right, we're tying our shoes, right? Tie. Tie. There we go. Stretch it up again. Stretch it up. Let your right hand drop down, all the way down to hang by your hip. Look at it down there. Walk your fingers down towards your knees. Stretch the body over. Let your hips push out. Coming back up. We breathe in. Let's go the other way. Wonderful. Swing those arms around the body. Kick your legs out. And then take a moment to come back to seated. Okay, here we are together again. Well, that hour went very, very fast for me. I don't know if it did for you too, but I am so glad that you were with me today. Take a moment now to just sit quiet. Focus on your breath. Fill your heart with gratitude and love. Believe in peace. Believe that peace makes a difference and it can expand in our consciousness. All of us in our hearts, our souls, our minds, our energy, our lives. Peace is very, very powerful. It can make a difference to all of us, and we need the power that peace has to enter all of our lives and bring more joy, more health, more happiness, more empathy, more caring for all people, for all living things. So I send you my most heartfelt and sincere namaste this morning through the rain clouds. Keep enjoying yourself. Keep enjoying your life and your day. Thank you so much. Namaste.